Okay, the gas meter is located inside the fence over at the northeast corner of the house. That's over here. Now we come along, we're on the east side of the home. This is how the gas enters the home. This is the main shutoff valve for the gas, and that's acceptable. It does take a wrench. I don't know why it's not acceptable for water, but it's acceptable for gas. When this pipe enters the house, it should have been wrapped or painted or sealed. Okay, so it should have been wrapped or painted or sealed so that it doesn't rust and corrode like that. So this gas piping should have been sealed to help prevent from corrosion. This is a water meter video. We'll start on the east side. This home has 2 water heaters. This is universal, both of them, on the west side as well. But the temperature pressure relief valve drain line does not discharge. It's only supposed to discharge between 3 and 6 inches. It's too high. When the water comes out of there, it comes out at 200 psi, 200 degrees. Something to think about. So we're going on into the home. And again, that's redundant. That's on both water heaters. And the water heater on the east side of the house is in the east bedroom hallway. And it's in this closet right here. And what are we learning? Okay. We're learning a couple things. The water supply lines are supposed to be insulated when they come to the tank. What we're learning is that the temperature pressure relief valve is supposed to be insulated when it comes to the tank. And it's also about 2 years old. I'm not seeing a care and use manual. I'm not seeing a green tag where a permit was pulled to install this water heater. Now the safety pan has a moisture warning in here, but I don't even know if those batteries work. I don't know if does that work or not. The moisture meter doesn't work so hot. The wall back here, okay, that compromises the fire blocking. Got that big hole like there. The gas line is only 2 years ago. This gas line does not have a gas sediment trap. The temperature pressure relief valve, okay. A lot of people say you can't put flexible on there, but there's really not a code saying you can't put flexible. There's not a code against that. There's a code against this. Unions. You're not supposed to have threaded fittings on a temperature pressure relief valve. I know that you're not going to undo that and cap it off, but that's what that's about. So what do we learn? We learned that we do not have a care and use manual. We do not have a green tag. We learned that our overflow drain warning system appears to be malfunctioning. We learned that we do not have a sediment trap for the gas. We got a hole back there. We learned that our temperature pressure relief drain line has threaded fittings on it. It's not insulated. The water supply lines are not insulated either. So that's what we learned. And again, we learned that it's about 2 years old and it's 40 gallons. And that's the east unit. We'll move on through here. We're moving and grooving, mobbing and grubbing. Getting our disco legs on. Moving through here, the door that does not have a self-closing spring on it. How about that? Come on in, Mr. Fire. In the garage closet, we have another water heater. This one's not such a recent installation. It's not such a recent installation at all. This is 2015. These things last about, and it's 40 gallons. Okay, and these things last about 10 years. So, it's about 17 years old. It's exceeded its economic life. That's kind of ironic. We have a sediment trap for the gas line here. It's electronic ignition like the other one. We do have a warning notice, and it's appears, it's loose too. It's got 2 buttons on it. What'd you just do? You just turned it off? How about that? Now you're turning it back on? I hope you turned it back on. That's the way it's supposed to work, boys and girls. Just like that. How about that? Like the other one, we do not have... Actually, unlike the other one. See all that corrosion right there? That's not good. That's not good. Why? Because that wasn't a dielectric union? It kind of looks like a dielectric union. Well, we got corrosion there anyway. Got corrosion on that guy. Huh. Is this a B-pipe? Doesn't look like a B-pipe. Huh. Got some corrosion coming up through there. I can't get inside the burner compartment because it's electronic ignition, but that's quite a clue about what it looks like. But at 17 years, I mean, what do you think? Temperature pressure relief drain line should have been insulated. You're not supposed to have a trap. You're not supposed to have threaded fittings. You don't have a care and use manual for this one either. So this one's different in that the safety pan works, the indicator hanging loose. This one's different from the other one that it has a trap. This one's different than the other one is that it has corrosion. This one's different than the other one in a good way is that it has a sediment trap. You're supposed to have a sediment trap like this installed on the one that's only 2 years old. They couldn't do that. That's kind of weird. So that's what we learned.